Hello there guys and welcome on board Scandinavian 4496 Oslo to Longyearbyen in Svalbard, away from the Arctic Circle. We'll be taking this Scandinavian Airlines Boeing 737-800 non-winglet today. I thought just a bit of a change. I'd do the non-winglet version. It will be taking it all the way up to Svalbard. Let me show you the flight plan here. So as you can see, we are starting down near here in Oslo. I'm going to fly all the way up Norway here, past all the fjords, continuing up to Longyearbyen or Svalbard up here. This, as always, this is the real route that they operate. So yes, I'll explain a bit more about Svalbard along the way. If you don't know what that is, you've probably heard of Oslo though. I believe it's the capital of Norway. I'm not positive, but yeah, very simple route. As you can see here, and the plane's actually going overhead now, or a helicopter. I don't know if you can hear that. Yep. So yeah, we're just going to enter this manually. I've not got a company route loaded. So yeah, let's get underway. It looks further than it is on here because obviously this is a globe flattened out and it distorts things. It's actually, it says a 3-hour flight time. In reality it normally takes about 2.5 hours to 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's what I've seen. So yeah, let's put this over here and let's start. Oh, the catering's been loaded, I think. Close right entry forward. Ah, okay. The front catering's been loaded. Let's look. Yeah, he's done. Right, okay, so right entry forward. And we'll close the rear in a second. Okay, so first of all, we can now I'm actually going to try and use these checklists today. But first of all, we need to do some checks, or well, things to get going. Let's first of all, let's stick the ADIRS on. Sorry. Let's arm the emergency lights. I'll leave the APU off for the minute. Let's go down here. Let's check that. Yep, they're all on. Just checking these lights are working. Oh, wrong way. There you go. Just check around to make sure there's no bulbs out anywhere. I do have service-based failures on. So yeah, that a bulb could have gone. I think that's how they work. So yep, they look all right. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing. That's why that wasn't working. Although we can check that. Yep. We can check that. Yep. Okay. They want me to close the aft now. That's closing. And we can request boarding. The ADIRS, yep, that's ready to be aligned, so we can go FMC. Pause in it, we can say we are at, I always forget the IKO for Oslo, Echo November Golf Mike, so we can put that in, Echo November Golf Mike. We are at gate 46. Yep, it has that, good. We can grab the left GPS position and we can stick it in there. I should have got the route up there. I'm going to actually load the fuel now, so I'm going to come over to this FMC and load fuel. It says fuel on board 10,132 kilograms, so 10132. Just cross check that with the thing. Yep, Yep, that's all good. As we're in the centre, so we don't need to have the centre fuel pumps on. That's good. The payload. Now I'm just gonna have to do this randomly. I'm gonna say 10 first-class passengers and 110 coach, or economy as we call it in the UK. And yeah, that'll do. Baggage loading in process. Okay, we can get to setting up the FMC properly. We are going to Echo November Sierra Bravo Svalbard. We are flight SAS what was it, 4496, and hit that in there. Just resetting my view there. We can put the actual route in now, so we are going to go, well, we're probably going to use a SID, but first of all I need to look at my active sky and my charts. The wind is from 80 to 150, so I'm thinking 01. Yeah, runway 01. So departure, runway 01. Which should we do? Should we do left or right? Left. The first waypoint is X, which isn't in there, so I believe when it isn't in there you don't actually use a SID. I might be wrong. If there's any pilots out there, then please do correct me. Okay, so 01, and we're going direct to X-ray Uniform Kilo Delta. Okay, so that's all the waypoints in here. Now I just saw a message telling me to close some doors. What did it say? Left aft. Okay, so is it just left aft? Oh yeah, sorry, hit the mic. Yeah, because I've got the air stair, so I can close front. There we go, that's closing, and the air stair's closing. That's all good. Has the baggage been loaded? Yes, it has. Has it been loaded in the back as well? Yes, it has. So we can close the baggage doors. On the next page, close them. We can now get the APU running. So let's put one fuel pump on. Oh no, it's stuck to light. Get the APU running. It's taking ages to start up though. Oh no, there we go. Starting up now. Took longer than usual, I think. Anyway, it's up now. I'll just wait for this to stabilize, and then I'll switch the power over. We can do like the perf page and that for now. So we can go perf in it. We can grab the 0 fuel weight. We're cruising at 360. No. 360, not 390. Our transition is 7,000. Reserves, we are taking 2.9. Cost index, I'm not sure what Scandinavian use. I'm just going to say 30. Yeah. Okay, M1 limit, we can, no, it's a very long runway, so we can limit to 22k, and we could climb 1. We can do a flaps 5 departure, get the centre of gravity in, and get the V speeds in. So trim is 550, so we can trim that now. Actually, I can just look at that. What was it? 550. Basically, I want the needle about there. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. We can put V2 speed in as 143. Come on, there we go. The APU is stabilized, so we can swap the power over to it, and we can ditch ground power, and we can get rid of ground power. Yep, all the doors are closed. Insufficient fuel apparently. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. Let's get rid of them and let's set the parking brake. There we go. Would I even? I'm not sure if you should turn the packs on when you're doing this. I think you do. Let's get everyone belted. I'm not sure what's going on with that insufficient fuel business. I should have enough. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that and see what happens. Okay, I mean it's a simulator. I mean it's not realistic, but I can always add fuel in. I mean in real life you'd have proper fuel calculations. Set this up to 360, and I'll set the landing altitude when we're closer. I mean it'll probably be like 50 probably, so I'll put it to 50 for now and see if it's any different. We can start engine 2 now. We can stick the hydraulics on, turn the packs off. Yeah, all the fuel pumps are already on, sensors are off. That's all good. We should split up that one. 22, 23. Well, just stick it in now. Should have waited, but it's alright. Set flaps to 5. This is just Orbex scenery I'm using here. Not like Orbex FTX Global that gives you the airports. It modifies the default airports. Okay, so that's started. Let's start engine 1 now. Wait for this to get to 25. Throw the fuel in. No weather on the weather radar yet. That's good. 20. 25. Fuel in. There we go. Set parking brakes. Oh yeah, I can do a control check now. Something I forgot to do in the last video. And I forgot to set my minimums. There we go. Got yep, all the controls are moving free and well. We can stick the taxi light on. Yep, it can stay down for the moment. Flaps are at 5, check. MCP is at 36,000. Left is clear, right is clear. Can I go now, mate? Why you stood there waving? No, can't open it. Press the clock button. I believe when I press toga, I don't have a good trick. I believe when I press toga, that'll automatically start, or I may need to start it on my own. I'm not sure. I never learned how to use the clocks in the planes. I need to do that. Oh, bit much power. Bit too much power. Taxiing there. We can. I thought I'd go around that a bit quicker. Put it to TARA. Come on, I'm going so slowly. Just checking over everything. Yep. Okay, we're ready to go. We can just do a rolling takeoff. So straight on and away. Come on, let's go slow up. Wait, overshot it a bit. Okay. To 40. Yep, there. Engines are equal. And toga. V1. Whoa.
V1.
Oh, V1 there.
Rotate. V2.
Come on. The camera moving about makes it harder to sort of keep on the centre line, I find. We can pitch up a bit more. Gear can go up now. Just fly it manually for the first flight. LNAV, arm. It's just me trimming it, by the way, there. Set flaps to 2. I have actually got some scenery, some add-on scenery in Svalbard. It's freeware, but it's quite high quality. Like, they've changed like all the textures and stuff, so it's not just like objects placed. Yeah. Ooh, I believe we've hit some turbulence now. Trim down a bit. Okay, I believe we need to stick it on autopilot now. Well, we can, but put landing lights off. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the gear to off. Landing lights can come off. Turn offs can come off. APU can come off. They can go to off. Cabin crew can get out their seats. Oh, forgot about the flaps. It's okay though. Flaps can come up. Auto brake can go to off. We can get some nice views. That's where we departed from, that's Oslo Airport there. Okay, so we're on our way. Yeah, we're just turning now. I can zoom this display all the way out. Just so you can see our whole route on there. Oh, we can transition, so we can go to standard. Standard on that side. This can also go all the way out, and we'll put the tilt to 0. So yeah. Okay, looks like we're all good. I'll put this on progress page, menu, FMC, and progress. There we go. So it says we're going to get there 1449 Zulu. What's it currently? Zulu 12. So okay, so it reckons we'll be there in 2.5 hours. Hopefully that's true. Nice flight time there. So yeah, I'll probably talk to you again near top of the descent. Put some cinematic shots as always. So see you then. Bye bye.